Hi there. Welcome. Come on in. Thank you for agreeing to help me out today. It's good to have you here. Oh, that? No. Don't worry about that. They're just locking the door. For a little privacy, there are some confidential things happening here today. However, you'll be party to all of them. How are you today? Having a good day? Enjoying working here? Fantastic. Happy to help me with a few tests. Well, all will be revealed now that you're here. So here's the thing. You look and sound just like a human, but I know you're not. You can look as shocked as you like. What? Not human? Me? I know. And so, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. Either you can just tell me now what you are, because even though I know you're not human, you're very, very well disguised. So I can't quite tell what you are. I've sent pictures of you to various colleagues. I'm sure they'll be busy trying to identify you, but for now, you can tell me what you are. Or you can continue this ridiculous charade of protesting your innocence. I have a little test here to prove you're not what you say you are. Or, from your perspective, to prove that you're human, I suppose. So, easy way or the hard way? Hard way it is. Do you know what? I will adopt a scientific approach. If you're able to prove to me that you are who you say you are, able to answer all of my questions, and just one or two little medical tests at the end, then I'll unlock that door and you can walk out of here. So let's start with some easy ones, shall we? Okay, first question. What are you? Worth a try. If at any point you'd like to stop me and answer truthfully, that's fine too. In many ways, it'd be better for you if you do. So, let's begin. What is your full name? Your full human name? And your date of birth, please. And what's your address? I'm sure you've learned this very well. I'm sure it will match our records. Who taught you to speak? What an interesting answer. Who was the last person to say your name out loud? And finally, What is the name of the person that found you? Okay. Let me give you another chance to tell me what you are. You have to know there's no way out of this. One thing you are, it's intelligent. We can carry on. That's absolutely fine. So next, I'd like you to complete some common phrases for me. If you're human, you should know these phrases and know how to complete them. Yes, I've got a couple of examples for you. So I will start the phrase and you will finish it. So for example, I would say the early bird and you would say catches the worm. Common phrase. I would say the walls have. You would say no need for doors. Happy to do some common phrases? Okay. So, a penny for your thoughts. Care to share your thoughts with me right now? I can't decide what you are. You might be an alien. Might be some sort of entity. Tell you what, let's get to the end of this list and I'll tell you how I know. How about that? Next, jack of all trades. Master of none. Do not follow the path. If it loops behind you. A name given twice is a name stolen once. You read my mind. Better late than never. The stars do not blink when you're watching. What's the answer to that one? Didn't know that one, no? Curiosity killed. The cat, quite right. Rome wasn't built in a day. The clock strikes 12. But the hour doesn't change. You seem to be getting better at deciding which of these you know and which you don't, or which you should and which you shouldn't. Interesting. all that glitters isn't gold. A mirror reflects everything. Except the truth. Care to tell me the truth? No. Sticking to those guns. I like that. I admire it. Although it's not going to do an awful lot of good. Actions speak louder than words. Yes, they absolutely do. And I can be proof of that. Tell me what you are, and I will make sure you are well taken care of. I have no desire to be bad towards you. I will need to understand why this deception, but currently I'm feeling pretty ambiguous, pretty neutral towards you. Okay, final one. Knock once for an answer. Knock once for an answer, twice for a warning. Good rule of life to live by that one. They're my phrases over and done with. Tell me, and this is no trick, have you ever heard of the term uncanny valley? When something's just not quite right, when something is just a little bit off. As humans, we can't always put our finger on what it is, but we know when something human-like is presented to us but is not human. We know. We don't always know how we know, but we get a funny feeling, an intuition. Uncanny valley. To look at you, you look completely normal, completely human, a wonderful representation of a human being. But the moment you start to move, interact, talk, it oozes out of you. You're just not that good at humaning. What you are good at, though, is concealing what's behind that disguise. One more chance. What are you? On with the test. Going to present you with some choices, and what I'd like you to do is just tell me the first thing that comes into your head, the first response, the first reaction, because there's no right or wrong in these, because it's your choice. I'm not even interested in the choice you make, but that doesn't concern you. All you need to do is answer my question. So, a door appears where there wasn't one before. Do you open it or do you walk away? A voice calls to you from another room, but you know you're alone. Do you answer it, or do you stay silent? You're pretending to be human, but everybody knows you're not. Do you admit to what you are, or do you drag this out and make people mad? Sorry, that one wasn't on there. Apologies. A candle blows out where there is no wind. Do you relight it or continue to sit in the dark? Just your choice, really, rather than your reasoning. You find a locked box with your name on it. Do you try and open it or throw it away? Someone hands you an envelope which says, "Do not open." Do you open it or do you give it back? Something uniquely human about our reactions when we're told not to do something. I myself, if presented with a big red button saying "do not push," will always push the button. You hear a tapping outside your window, but you're on the 30th floor. Do you look outside or ignore it? Try to change any of your answers. Would you like to tell me what you are? Okay. You drop something, but it lands before it should have fallen. Do you pick it up or step away from it? You drop something, but it lands before it should have fallen. Do you pick it up or step away from it? Okay, to continue. I mean, tough if not. Although you can stop this by telling me what you are. Okay. A cat crosses the street in front of you, but forgets to take its shadow. Do you look for where it went, or do you keep walking? Either. Okay. You hear a knock at the door, but when you open it, no one hasn't left. Do you close the door or invite the absence in? Are you feeling okay? Right. You hear a knock at the door, but when you open it, no one hasn't left. Do you close the door or invite the absence in? It's a choice, one or the other. Okay. Finally, back to that window. So you had no problems answering that question about the window. Okay, so a window wasn't open but was never closed either. Do you shut it more or open it again still? Okay, I will say it slowly. A window wasn't open but was never closed either. Following. Do you shut it more or open it again still? Okay. I think we'll stop those there. Stop those there, clearly beyond you. I have some pictures to show you next. I'll put this down. All I need you to do is tell me what they are, please. There's only 4. Okay, the first picture. Here we go. Tell me, what is this? What an extraordinary answer. Okay, fine. And what is this? Okay. What is this? One more to look at. Don't have to be wildly descriptive. What is this? And what are you? Oh, I know you're not a dog. Okay. 1 or 2 little medical tests. They won't hurt yet. Let me first tell you this. We don't know what you are. We simply know that you're not human. And to extract this information, we have locked you in a room. And we can imagine how that might make you feel. And we can imagine the kind of behaviours that might evoke should you wish to leave the room, even though you know you are locked in. I'd ask you to consider this very carefully. Isn't it amazing how I'm not the slightest bit worried about that? It's a little indication of who I am. So, you know what these are? Yes, lights, torches. I'd like you to follow this white light with your eyes and pay no mind to what I'm doing with this infrared one. Can you do that? See your eyes going separate ways. This one. truly is an extraordinary disguise. This time, I'm going to put my hands on your temples. Is that okay? Of course I'm going to ask. If it's not okay, I won't do it. I'm not a monster. Now, blink with me. Blink. Yes, like so. Wonderful. Now, blink at exactly the same time as me. One last time. One very, very last time. I'm aware I keep saying that. What are you? Let me do you a deal. You should be aware by now that we are away from prying ears and prying eyes. It is simply you and me. A deal you cannot refuse. You tell me what you are. In exchange, I'll tell you what I am. Because I'm a lot better at this than you are. I get a bit of a nifty feeling that we're the same. So, ready to talk?